What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jordan and I are kicking it Friday night style. Just a heads up, we're going to try and do more lives for you guys. We were trying to do a live for this show, but unfortunately, I'm still messing around with StreamYard, getting used to the optics here. And so I needed to live it before we came on. I already set the link, so we figured we'd just record, get a video in, and go from there. So we will be doing some lives in the near future. But thank you guys for hanging out. It is Friday night here. We got a great show for you guys. Horror movies we love. This is the second time we have done this show. Jordan, how you been, man? What's going on?
I've been good. Actually, I didn't tell you about this, but I had a scare when I got home from work today.
Oh no, what's up?
I came downstairs in my collection room, and I walk in, and there's glass all over the floor.
Oh no.
And I was like, dude, I freaked out.
Oh,
But
shit.
then I looked up, and like the glass part of my light somehow came undone while I was at work and shattered all over my floor. Luckily, it didn't hit anything or any of my collectibles or anything, so that's all good. But dude, I was so scared.
I would have freaked the fuck out, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, when I saw that glass, I thought it was like one of my
glass. Yeah, your figure glass.
Yeah. So well,
I'm very glad that it wasn't. I'm sorry about the thing that did break, but it's okay. That wasn't that important.
I have no idea either, because my wife was like, "Yeah, I heard something weird earlier, and I thought it was from upstairs, and I looked all around and couldn't figure it out." And I'm like, "Yep, it was in my room." I have no idea how that happened. So,
damn, dude, sorry to hear it, but I'm glad your collection's okay. That's the most important thing here.
I would have cried, dude.
Dude, I would have cried. I literally would have shed tears for you. I shit you not. I would have shed tears for you. Like a brother. It's like a fallen brother in battle.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. First of all, check out the new mic. Okay, I'm rocking my Shure SM7B with my green sweet ass windscreen. I hope that the sound comes out just right. It's been a work in progress. If you've been following on social medias, you know my setup is like evolving, and I'm very happy and I'm very excited about this. So you guys who are tuning in right now are getting the very first video with the new mic. And so yeah, Jordan and I are here. We did this once before, and I had such a blast. Jordan, last time we hung out for this show, and it was horror movies we love. And we wanted to kind of come together and just kind of show off movies that we love, because one of the things that's so great about collecting and physical media and being a fan is it's personal, right? And everyone has different tastes, everyone has different collections, and I think that's what makes it so much fun, right? All our different tastes and opinions, and that's one of the ways we connected, right? Just talking horror and all that good stuff.
Yeah, dude, I love like hearing other people's opinions on horror movies, and I love like discovering new horror movies that I didn't know about. So like I watch videos like we're doing all the time. I just love that stuff. It's one of my favorite things ever.
Dude, same. I was just talking to Garrett from over at Born to Be Rad, and I commented on one of his videos because he did like an off the cuff video about being a creator and being a collector, and how it's a very interesting time because people feel there's just so much out there, and like it kind of feels like you have to get everything to keep up, and there's serious FOMO and all this stuff. And I heard that for sure. I don't know if you saw that video.
Yep, I saw it.
And Garrett did a phenomenal job with that video, and it really hit home. And I commented and I said, listen, your words really stood out to me and struck true to me. But I'm a Vinegar Syndrome subscriber, and one of the things that I value so much is discovering these new titles. It's not really about that I want everything. It's about the fun in subscribing and like just getting movies every month that I just really don't know about, and the fun is in discovering it.
It's the same way for me. Like I know a lot of collectors that like won't blind buy a movie at all, but like that's one of my favorite things about collecting is just blind buying a movie I know nothing about. I mean, if I don't like it, I can always sell it and get some of my money back. But then if I love it, it's like totally worth it to me. And it's just fun doing that.
Dude, 100%, man. And I'm glad we're on the same page. And not only that, but like, I like to think of myself as a seasoned horror fan, but I haven't been like in the know for as long as other people. I think, because I think when you really start to get in the know is when you start collecting physical media. That's the honest
Mhm.
truth, because
Yeah.
there's so many like underground titles that are out there that you can't discover unless you're really buying physical media or in that whole world. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Exactly. Yep.
So, I started collecting in 2017, so about 7 years, and it's been an amazing journey, and I love it. And I know,
Yeah.
I think you started around the same time, right?
We're about the same for the boutique stuff. I was collecting Blu-rays probably, I don't know, since probably like since they first came out, honestly, but I was never really into like the boutique stuff and like but yeah, that was probably around the same time I got into it cuz I used to go to my local Suncoast Video,
Hell
which
yeah.
is basically an FYE, and actually
I remember.
a
I remember
town,
Suncoast.
yep, a town about 30 minutes from me was known for the last Suncoast Video in the entire country, and it finally shut down in the last year, so it was a tragic event.
Oh no, sad.
Yep,
Big sad.
I still have some of my Scream Factory Blu-rays with the receipts from that place in it, and I'll always keep those. So,
Dude, what's great is like, especially like being new to VHS, like I'm grabbing these tapes off people and like I'll get it in the mail and it'll have like a Hollywood video
dude, I
sticker.
know,
And
I
I'm just
love
like,
that.
this is so fucking cool.
Yeah, that like I said, I told you about my Fright Night one. It has a Mr. Movies sticker on
Which is
it,
fucking
and
awesome.
that's the video store I used to go to all the time when I was a kid. So it's so nostalgic.
It's awesome. I just
Yeah.
saw a couple weeks ago on eBay, someone posted like a blockbuster like clamshell case and it
Oh
went for
no.
like $50. Something
Yeah.
crazy like that. I'm like, that is absurd.
Dude, I saw someone post like a Blockbuster like 10-foot long like sign that would have been displayed in the store, and it sold for like $500. And there was like a ton of bids on it too, and I was like, "Man, dude, I would love to have that." Like it's so sweet.
That is sick. I will
Yeah.
say those cutouts of that they used to have in the tape stores were like things of beauty. And you didn't really realize at the time as like a collector's dream. But these days, man, if you had one of those cutouts, like a Freddy cutout or whatever, like those things go for big money, dude.
I've got 2 of them, dude. I've got a mini Elvira one, and then I have a life-size Crypt Keeper one.
Dude, do me a favor. After we're done recording, I have to see that shit.
Yeah, it's
I
one of
absolutely
my
have to
favorite.
see that shit. I am supremely jealous.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things ever. I sought the Crypt Keeper one out for a while, trying to find it for a good price, and I
Holy
finally
shit.
did. And then my second one, my all-time grail that I want so bad is a Thriller Video Elvira, like full-size cardboard standee, but I've never seen one of those come up for sale since I've been collecting.
Yeah,
So
dude, I gotta tell you, I've been looking out for those Thriller videotape for you.
yeah, dude. I've been waiting for another like lot to come up on eBay because I am not gonna miss out this time. I literally waited too long, and I was gonna snag it on payday morning, and I checked and it was gone, and I was like,
It breaks
man.
my heart, dude. It really does. I want it for you so
Yep,
badly.
yep. It'll happen.
For sure. One of the things I am learning, then we'll get into today's kind of recommendations. But my buddy Mike Monster Movie Marathon just posted a whole bunch of tapes, and I wanted so much of it. And one of the things that I'm starting to learn about VHS is, yes, there's a limited quantity out there, and there's no question about it. These things are not going to be around forever. But
Yep,
the honest truth is that you do need to be patient because
for
it does
sure.
come up, and it just if you can't get it at the moment for whatever the reason, be patient. There will be other tapes. But with VHS, patience is definitely important.
I feel like that goes with any kind of collecting, honestly. Because I mean, there's tons of like custom figures or Blu-ray sets that'll pop up, and I'll be like, man, like I really want that, but like another one will come around. It's just you just gotta be patient. If you can't afford it at the time, you'll get it down the road. So,
Dude, for sure, for sure, for sure.
yep,
All right, so let's get into today's video. We are back. We're doing some horror movie recs for you guys. We got 2 each. Last time we had a blast doing this, so we want to do it again.
yeah,
And I think we're gonna be doing this more often, like just the horror movies we love. We definitely got some videos planned for you guys. As we get into Christmas season and New Year's and all that stuff. We have a couple fun videos planned. But tonight we're just doing off the cuff 2 movies each that we love. And I'll start us off tonight because Jordan, you started us off last
yeah.
time.
Let's do it.
So I think you started off last time, right?
Yep.
Maybe. Anyway, so my first one, I'm actually going Christmas themed for this one rack, and it's a movie that like I always recommend because it caught me completely off guard, And I think the first time I saw it was on Shutter, if I'm not mistaken. And I picked up the Blu-ray the first time I saw it because the movie like absolutely stunned me and wowed me, and it's just high intensity adrenaline, start
Mhm.
to finish Christmas movie, and that is Christmas Bloody Christmas. Have you seen this?
I knew you were gonna show
Dude.
that, dude, and it's funny
I
because I was just watching Born to Be Rad's like Christmas recommendation video, and he talked about that on there. And I've been wanting to see that forever, dude. So I'm probably gonna grab that and watch it for the season because I've never seen it.
so you haven't seen it?
Nope.
Dude,
I want
like
to though.
you have to watch it and text me. I
Yeah.
cannot recommend this movie enough. And for anybody that's watching that hasn't seen it, I cannot recommend it enough. Um, like it revs the engine up 10 out of 10, like right from the start. It's very sexy and raunchy and it's fucking dirty. This movie's dirty. Like the two main characters they plan each other very well. Um,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like horror nods. Like the two main characters are big horror fans, and it goes deep into that kind of nostalgia between the two, and they kind of vibe over their horror stuff, which is a
That's
lot of
awesome.
fun as a horror fan. So you get that going on. And first of all, the if you don't know what it's about, I'm just gonna read you the back because like I just you listen to this, guys. Listen to this. It's Christmas Eve, and fiery record store owner Tori Toombs, who's a total babe, by the way. Okay, Tori Toombs just wants to get drunk and party until you ready for this? Okay, the robotic Santa Claus at a nearby toy store goes haywire and makes her night more than a little complicated. Santa
That's
Claus
amazing.
begins a rampant killing spree through the neon-drenched snowscape against a backdrop of drugs, sex, metal, and violence, ultimately forcing Tori into a blood-spattered battle for survival against the ruthless heavy metal Saint Nick himself. If that doesn't make you want to watch this movie, I don't know what does.
Man, dude, it makes me wish I had it on my shelf right now. And it's so funny that you chose that one because, dude, literally, like I mean, we were just talking about how we love watching people's videos on when they recommend movies that we haven't seen and stuff like that. Just probably 2 days ago, I was watching Garrett's video on his like Christmas horror recommendations, and I always like add movies to my Amazon list. That one is literally like the fourth one
Dude,
down on my list right now. So like I'm
buy
definitely
it.
gonna grab it.
I'm curious, how much is it on Amazon?
Oh, I think it's cheap, dude. Like I'm pretty sure it's like $15 or something.
Oh,
Let me
yeah,
check really
dude.
quick.
An absolute no-brainer.
Oh yeah,
Um,
actually it's 12.50. So
dude, like
that's an easy buy.
insta buy. Like if you get
Yeah.
it's probably like fast shipping too because it's Amazon.
Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah, for
if you
sure.
can somehow get it by like tomorrow, I don't know if it's like Prime delivery or
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
It
dude.
like watch it immediately. It's great.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it for sure.
so yeah, so my first pick, Christmas Bloody Christmas. If you guys have not seen this, there are movies that are great and movies that are just fun, and like this movie is it's not going to like you know you know what it will wow you. Like it is so much fun. It's creative, it's original, and like it just revs it up, man. And like it's gonna get your gears going. It's fresh, it's original, it's just fun. I cannot recommend it enough. Go check it out. So Christmas Bloody Christmas, my first horror movie that I love. Great Christmas recommendation. Check it out. Jordan, on to you, my man.
Sweet. All right, dude. My first pick is I wouldn't say it's I mean, I myself consider it a horror movie, but there's definitely elements of other genres before horror in it. I would say fantasy comes before it, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time, dude, and I find myself always going back to it. It's Pan's Labyrinth. I don't know if you've
Ooh.
ever seen it or not, but it's Guillermo del Toro. You ever seen it?
I have seen it, but not
Oh,
in a
dude.
long, long time.
My gosh, you have to revisit it. So it's a
Interesting.
Guillermo del Toro film. It's basically about it takes place like 5 years after the Spanish Civil War. It's about this little girl named Ophelia. She has a pregnant mother, and her stepdad is like a general in one of the Spanish Revolutionary War like captain's army. And basically she finds a fawn creature who is played by Doug Jones, which is he's like one of my
Hellraiser?
favorite creature actors of all time,
Am I
dude.
wait? Who? It's Doug Bradley as Hellraiser. I'm sorry.
Yep, Doug Jones is actually Billy Butcherson in Hocus Pocus.
Sick.
Yep, and he's
Nice.
also Abe Sapien and Hellboy.
Nice.
The Amphibian Man in Shape of Water, which is another amazing Guillermo del Toro film.
Cool.
But he also plays on top of the Pale Man in this. He plays or the Faun in this. He plays the Pale Man. And dude, the Pale Man is one of the most terrifying creatures in film of all time.
The Pale Man is in Pan's Labyrinth also?
Yep,
Is that the dude with the eyes?
yep,
Oh,
he's
yeah, I
got
know what you're talking about.
eyeballs in his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fingers. Yeah,
Fucked
dude,
up.
he's
That shit's fucked
terrifying.
up.
So the creepy thing about
Doesn't he,
that
like,
scene,
walk creepily also? He, like
yeah, dude. Well, he walks with his hand out in front of him. He's got to see him with his eyeballs. But so the thing about this is basically she has to do like 3 tasks for her to prove to the fawn that she's the reincarnation of this princess. And like then if she completes those 3 tasks, she'll return to her true world. So, anyways, one of the tasks that she has to do is go into the Pale Man's area, and the fawn literally tells her, "Do not eat anything you see on the table. He's having a massive feast. Do not eat anything. He will come alive if you eat anything." And what does she do? She eats a grape, and he comes alive and starts chasing her, dude. And it's the most terrifying scene ever.
you see, I like that because it hits on, like, some of those, like, real life tropes, like,
Yep.
temptation
Forbidden fruit.
and forbidden fruit and all that. Like, I like that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, this movie, I consider it a horror movie. It falls into the genre because of the Pale Man. He is terrifying. I have a statue of him. I'll have
Oh,
to show you it
sick.
sometime. It's amazing. But dude, he's one of my favorite characters. And like anything Doug Jones has a special place in my heart because my family met him at a con, and he's just the nicest guy ever. So Pan's Labyrinth.
So,
If you guys haven't checked it out, you
this
need
is
to.
like what I'm talking about when, this is what kind of we were talking about earlier when we say hearing about movie wrecks from people and you learn so much about them. And like Jordan, like I didn't know you loved that movie. And
Dude,
like
oh
for
my
me to
god.
learn that about you, I think is so cool, Like I get a little bit more of your taste and what you're into. And the fact that
Yep.
you love it so much, you have a Pan's Labyrinth statue. I think that's awesome.
Oh yeah, someday I will get a tattoo of the Pale Man too because I love him that much,
Dude,
dude.
that's sick.
Yeah, so like I said, dude, that movie's got such a special place in my heart. Like the creatures in it are so amazingly well designed, and it's an amazing movie. It is in Spanish, so you have to read it if that bothers anyone. It doesn't bother me at all. I usually
I'm
put
an English
subtitles
teacher. I write
on.
books, so it's all good.
I I put subtitles on like everything that I watch now. It's just become a habit.
It's
So
funny you say that. I do too, but it's a recent thing for me.
yep, yep.
It really boosts the experience.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
There's
mean,
so
because sometimes the music will be too loud and stuff, and you can't tell what they're saying. And I mean,
yeah,
it just makes it easier for me.
yeah. I'm with you, dude. I love
Yeah,
that you said that. Oh, so I did see Pan's Labyrinth like many years ago. I think I was like a teenager, and I remember like thinking I have to see this movie, and I saw it, and it was like a little weird to me, but I saw it a long time ago. But I remember liking it. I remember being like, "This is
dude,
fucking cool."
it's
And
beautiful.
that scene with the eyes, that dude when he's like creeping. I mean, I remember that so vividly. So it's a
Yeah,
powerful movie for sure.
yeah, dude. Yeah, like you definitely need to revisit it sometime. That edition that I have is the Criterion Collection Blu-ray. I guarantee you, any Barnes and Noble you go to when they're having the sale, you can get it for like $20. So, and it's
Sick,
totally
dude.
worth it.
All right, so there you have. That's Jordan's first pick of the night, Pan's Labyrinth. So we got Christmas, Bloody Christmas from me, Pan's Labyrinth from Jordan. Back to Robbie Miles over here for another horror movie recommendation. Now, this movie, I think I did a video on, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of weeks ago because it's a new watch for me. Okay, it's a movie that I watched recently that I know you haven't seen, Jordan, but I know you were interested in. And
I think I might know
it
what
was
it
a
is.
blind buy. What's up?
I think I might know what it is.
It was a blind buy for me. I'm a big Terrorvision fan, and
Yep.
it was a blind buy for me. Again, I dig the blind buy, just like you had said earlier. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This was a big win in blind buying, and that is End of the Line. So this is a release from Terrorvision. I believe it's still available. It might not be. I think it's sold out at some point, but I think they did restock it. Um, but anyway, the movie's called End of the Line, and you can see kind of on the slip right there. There's like a weird ass creature on it. And End
That's
of the Line is referring to the train line that the main character is on. You can see on the actual disc art. Those creatures over there.
that's
Um,
awesome, dude. I love that artwork.
It's really cool. I wonder if there's. I haven't even checked this yet. Yeah, the artwork on here is even cooler. But anyway, so I Blind Buy for me. End of the line. The title is referring to the train that the main character gets on at the beginning of the movie, and when she's on it, some first of all, the opening scene of the movie is batshit, so it hooks you right from the start. I can't recommend it enough. And it's batshit to the point where it's like it is like horrifying. Like it is very very creepy, and it caught me off guard, and it's kind of like a jump scary kind of situation, but legitimately jump scary. You know, it's like different jump scary. So, end of the line refers to the train line that the main character is on. And in the first scene of the movie, or first couple of scenes, she gets hit on by a guy who's being very weird and saying sexual things. And she gets on the train with some other guy who kind of like saves her. And they get on the train, and while they're on the train, they kind of start getting harassed and attacked by like religion truthers and Armageddon truthers, and it just explodes from there. And this movie is pulls out every stop in the book. It holds nothing back. It is violent. It is gory. Um, there are real life antagonists in this movie, like really freaky, kind of like The Mist, where like the crazy lady was like the real antagonist, and she was
Yeah.
creating all this stir of a mess. There's kind of like some characters like that, but then also a very sci-fi fictional element here. And I just loved it. I thought it was excellent. Not only that, but like the ending is fantastic, and I think that's what really brought this movie together. The fact that it was great throughout, and it hit throughout, and then it had an ending that really wrapped it up. You know.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude, that one's actually been on my list of movies I want to buy for a while because it definitely interests me and the artwork's sweet and it looks awesome. And I love monster movies. And it looks like there's monsters on the cover. So
Yeah, I you got to get it 'cause I want to talk to you about it. It's fucking
yeah,
sweet.
100% I will.
All right, so for me, I got Christmas, Bloody Christmas, End of the Line. Some movie recs for you guys tonight. Jordan's got another one for you. Jordan, what do you got?
This is
I'm excited.
a big guilty pleasure for me. I watch this movie a couple times a year. I hope you've seen it. If you haven't, you need to
Oh
tonight.
no.
It's Bordello of Blood, Tales
Okay,
from the
yes.
Crypt, Bordello of Blood. Have you seen this one?
I have. Yeah, I
Oh my
love the Tales from the
god,
Crypt movies. Love them.
dude. So this one, so a lot of people choose Demon Knight over this one. I myself love this movie. It's
You know what?
basically,
Can I just stop you for 1 second, Jordan? I agree with you.
dude,
I do. I
100%.
think I like Bordello of Blood more than Demon Knight.
I think Demon Knight is a better horror movie, but I'm really big into like horror comedies and just like super fun movies, and this
Yep.
one is so much fun. Basically the premise is there's a funeral home, and it also doubles as a brothel that has vampires, and it's basically being run by like this ancient evil vampire that was brought back to life by these guys who have like her heart basically in crystal form, and if you hold that heart you have complete power over her, and she basically has to follow your every order. um so anyways, the story starts. Corey Feldman is this young girl's brother, and her brother goes missing. Obviously he's with his friends. They go into this brothel trying to get laid, and it turns out that it's not a brothel at all. It's run by a bunch of vampires that want to kill you and suck your blood. But Dennis Miller plays a rundown detective in this movie, and his character is so awesome. He's so witty, and he's just a great time. And Chris Sarandon is also in this movie, which he's in Fright Night, my favorite horror movie of all time, and he plays like an over dramatized priest in this. And I don't want to spoil too much for anyone that hasn't seen it, but there's a scene in the movie where Dennis Miller and Chris Sarandon's character team up with squirt guns with holy water in it. It's the best scene of the entire movie. And
I'm trying to
plays Ballroom
remember.
Blitz. It plays Ballroom Blitz to it. Oh,
Oh,
it's so
sick,
good.
dude. Am I
Yeah.
am I mistaken? Did that one open up with on like the red carpet? Like the Crypt Keeper like opens up on the red carpet. Am I mistaken in that? And like he introduces the movie. Am I wrong?
I don't think I think you're right. I think you are. Because in Demon Knight, he's in like a director's chair. I
Okay.
believe you're right about that.
I feel like I haven't seen it in
Yeah.
years, but I think that's like the intro.
Yeah, like I said, dude, that water gun scene, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. Like it makes the movie.
I gotta watch it
And
again.
yeah, dude, you have to. If you haven't seen it in forever, like I said, it has an awful score on Rotten Tomatoes, but like, dude, it's 100% for me. Like I give it 5 stars, 7 days of the week.
Guys, you heard it. Five
Yeah,
stars, 7 days out of the week. 10 out of 10 from Jordan. Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood. Go check it out. Also, dude, like I don't know if you agree, but there's something about the red font. Dude, like,
dude, yeah.
am I right? Am I like crazy for that?
No, not at all. I
I
agree.
just dig that red font.
Dude, and also in this
Like I
movie,
almost want that like as a poster, like that
yeah,
cover art.
the original cover art's sweet too. I just love that.
Yes, yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, the main vampire in it, it's played by a girl named Angie Everhart, and oh my
Redhead,
god,
right?
oh my god, dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
total Gabe.
she is smoking 10 out of 10. But yeah,
Um,
movie.
dude, great picks. Just a couple things here. So we had a couple. Jordan hit up Bordello of Blood and Pan's Labyrinth. I hit up Christmas Bloody Christmas, End of the Line. Couple horror movie recs for you guys. Listen, real quick. If you guys could hit that like button, we would appreciate it. We're almost at 200 subscribers. We are getting there. Every like counts. Every subscriber counts. We appreciate you guys. And let us know in the comments if you guys are digging this content, if you like these videos. We love talking these recs with you guys. Jordan and I, we love coming on here. We want to do more lives and we love interacting. So hit us up in the comments
Yeah,
if you've seen any of these movies or if you guys have any recs for us. One of the things that Garrett had said on his when he responded to me was, if I have any recommendation because I get all this from Vinegar Syndrome, hit him up. And I feel the same way. Like, if you guys have
yeah.
movies that we should know about, like, hit us up, guys. We want to know about them.
I love that, dude. Like I take in everyone's recommendations. Like I'm gonna watch both of the movies that you picked tonight, like as soon as I can.
Oh, thanks, dude. You got a heart for
Hell
me.
yeah, dude.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my light just dipped out. That's okay. Anyway, so we appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll catch you guys later. Until next time, this is Robbie and Jordan. This is Miles of Horror. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.